conduct an interview regarding on our topic about floor price, ceiling price, surplus and shortage. So, let's go!
Delivery sa Pimila. Ang surplus, anong manobra? Muna yung muna mo, chorizo, longganisa, muna yung alternative na mo. Kanang mag-surplus, manobra, yung mahurot. Mo, longganisa or chorizo.
Walang po.
Walang
po.
How did they manage to sell all their products to their consumers?
Clean and wholesome. Yung karne. Saan? Dapat tayo. Quality ba? Quality sa karne. Nga na ra. Kaya kung good quality yung karne mundo, palit mo yun ang consumer. Diba? Kasi nga na, wapa kita na ho. Pwede lang tao. Quality ra. Quality sa karne. Quality. Meat quality. Ano.
Presyo sa pork ninyo ya, isa ka kilo.
185,
185. Ang beef,
280.
280.
Ang ribs nga baka, 220.
Sa
220.
daw nga stall diri ang mga parehas mong presyo. Sa nga stall diri ang parehas mong presyo.
Million.
Million.
Naka-experience ba mo shortage? Diri. Unsa nga scenario? Unsa nga scenario nga maka-experience mo shortage?
Sabay?
Unsa nga scenario nga maka-experience mo shortage?
Ano sinabi mo?
Ay, kanos ka naka-experience of shortage?
Anong kulangan mag-supply ba sa kuan?
Pero may mamura.
Ah, wala mo na-experience na.
Kanang nasobra,
Kaya nasobraan.
Sobra ang
surplus. Inyong mga meat.
Depende mga daw.
Hindi.
Pwede ka raw, masalaman ka raw, kadagpo ka mo yan.
So, ginaon sa ninyo pag-handle niya kung na-surplus?
Kung naisobra ya, sa
I-freeze. Total.
economics.
Ang kilo sa bar. Ayang tarifa. The same ka na. Lalan, parehas. Parehas.
Ang sa beef.
Ang sabi ko.
Para sa
Parehas.
Shortage of surplus.
Naka-experience na mo tayo ka ng shortage. Sa bar.
Pinsan niya manage.
Supply. Shortness ang supply mo. Travel mo ilaing lugar para mag-compra.
Kung surplus.
Anong ang sobra?
Problema ka na may stockyard na freezer. Hindi mo pwede ma-short sa supply. Kung short sa supply mo, musulod mo muna ito. Hindi ka na-waste na sa supply naman. So, tendency mo makalap pa rin niya. Hindi ka pwede dapat.
Tagpila man ang presyo sa inyong manok ko?
160.
160? Naka-experience na po ba ng nakulangan mong supply sa manok? Wala. Kalang naka-experience na pa sad mo ka nang nasobraan, ay ka nang surplus, baka nasobraan mong kuan. Oo. Naginaw sa inyo pag-handle ya. I-freeze ra. Marato ya. Salamat. Tagpila man ang kuan sa inyo manok eh? 160. So, Naka-experience na ba mo na kuan na short mo og supply? Hindi na ako sa ninyo pag kuan, pag-handle na sitwasyon. Kung kung naka-experience na ba mo ka nasubraan mo og supply? Nya ginawa sa man ninyong sobra. Ginaluto. Mara. Salamat tayo mga oras. Ang presyo sa inyo manok? 160. So, naka-experience na ba mo kuan na kailangan mong supply sa manok?
Karong December.
Nya ginawa sa man ninyo pag kuan, pag-handle na sitwasyon. Ginawa sa man ninyo.
Nakulangan ni.
Oo.
Responding ko.
Naka-experience na ba ka ng nasobra sa inyong kuan pagbaligya?
Naman dyan siya sobra niya, i-press na namin.
I-freeze ra.
Dili man dyan na ingon na ang karne noon kay purot siya na ingon. Muha namin dyan na sobra, di man pwede ko isa. Wala kayo display.
Sige, Mara to tayo. Salamat eh. Baka manang mo.
Te, pilang kilo ninyo sa bangus?
Sa klase. Depende sa klase. Karoon
Sige daw.
Kanang amihan na period between November to January is taas ang presyo sa bangus. Na kung dagko, 130. Ang gagmay-gagmay kaya giingon lang 3-in-1, 4-in-1, 1 kilo is 100 or 120.
Kung naka-experience na ba ka nang nakulangan mong supply, te?
In-aron nga period, kanang between November to January, minus yun ang supply ka kay Juan, amihan ka, nagitawon lang amihan, ka ng balod, hangin, ana, oras, ang mananagat, hindi kay kapanagat.
So, man ninyo pagkuante ka nang cope up para makabaligya mo.
Juan, matuglayin lugar, makumpra sila dito para na supply.
Kanang masobraan ninyo supply, te? Sa
Oo, ito
experience
na po,
mo?
ibiyaki na po, ito na puglayin lugar para ma-dispose ang isda.
Gite. Salamat, te, maora.
Thank you.
Salamat.
Pila man ito sa inyong bangus eh. Naka-experience na ba mo na nakulangan ang supply ang kuan pagbaligya sa bangus? Ginawa sa kanyo pag-handle ang sitwasyon di ka nang nakulangan.
Ang gamay rang makuha nga kuan, para makulang mo supply.
Naka-experience na ba na ka ng nasubraan te? Nasubraan. Tayo na.
Dagan mo may isda.
Yeah, ginaon sa man ninyo pag-handle na sitwasyon ka ng kuan. Nasubraan. Kung sobra, ginaon sa man yung sobra.
Bulan.
Ha?
Bulan.
Bulan. Iba na lang. Para tatay. Salamat tayo. Pagpila man ninyo presyo sa bangus niya. Ganda lang. So, naka-experience na ba mo ka ng kuan? Na kailangan mag-supply sa bangus? Ginawa sa man ninyo pag-kuan? Pag lang kung kulangan. Ang katang. Kung nasobraan ang supply. Takra, red. Mara to ya.
We went to 3 different stalls in the wet market and we gathered 3 different prices. Similar prices actually. In Million store, the pork is 185 per kilo.
The beef is 280 per kilo.
In Ratella, the pork is 185 per kilo.
And the beef is 280 per kilo.
In Calusayan, the pork is 185 per kilo.
Review the vendors on what they sell. So we've interviewed them about the prices on the fish, particularly bangus. So in Maputol's store, the bangus costs 130 pesos per kilo, the big fish, and 100 pesos to 120 pesos if it's small. The Amaritas store, their bangus costs 130 and 120 depending on the size of the fish, and the Velasquez store or stall bangus is 120.
I went to the wet market today to interview 3 stalls which sells chicken. In the Gonzales store, the price of their chicken is 160 per kilo. Same also in the Pizzeria store, which has the price of 160 per kilo. And in Hugarap store, they also sell 160 per kilo.
I've learned so many things. I've learned that the price of the products depends on the weather, the time the delivery will arrive to the seller and the supplier. So in our market, there are in the beef and pork there are only one supplier. That's why they have same prices. And I've learned that the price of the bangus gets high if amihan is taking place. Because during amihan, maglisod ang fisherman mag-catch of fish. And that's all I've learned.
We went to the wet market today, and from what I learned in their interviews, I can conclude that there are factors that affect their prices. One factor is that of the weather. So in times like November to January, because of amihan, the price of the fish increases, and because it is hard for the fishermen to catch fish at a bad weather. There is also a factor in which affects the vendors' shortage and surplus. If the delivery for their products to be shipped is I will arrive early, then they can have surplus. I mean, they have many products. So what they did, if they have surplus, is that they stock it, put it in the fridge so that they can use it for another time. And if they have shortage, which the delivery will be late in arriving, they can increase their prices so that they can cope up with other stalls in the market. That's all.
So as we went to the wet market today, in the pork and beef side, I've learned that whenever the delivery comes in late, some of the stalls experience shortage. In the pork and beef side, they have a specific time that the delivery should come in. So whenever it will come late, they will experience shortage. And they will experience surplus if magkadoble-doble na sila o pa-deliver sa pork or beef na supply. And also, the pork and beef side has a suggested retail price, and some of the stall has only one supplier. That's why most of the stall have the same price in the pork and in the beef. That's it.
As we went to the wet market, we encountered different stalls that sells fish, meat, pork, and chicken. As what I have heard, the pork and beef have similar prices. The same with chicken and fish. They have similar prices, but different stalls but similar prices. Pero ang product mabaligyan nila. It depends on how they manage their stores. Also, they manage their stores. Even though they encountered problems, they still manage to cope up due to Kung kailangan man nila magkuhan para makabaligya pa sila. Para di sila mahutdan or malugi.
So after the interview, I learned that only the price of the fish has its different prices because of the weather. Like in November to January, their price will get high because they will experience shortage because of the amihan. But in the chicken, the price is the same, and so for the beef and the pork. If there is surplus, they say that they will put their product in refrigerator so that they can sell it again. So I therefore conclude that there are really factors that affect the price and the supply.
Today we went to the wet market and interviewed about the prices and how they cope up when they experience shortage and surplus. I learned from the interview they have their own ways of coping up from the surplus and shortage. The prices of the fish depends on the weather, and from the fish, the meat have from the 3 stalls that we interviewed for the meat, they have different prices, and the beef, and so the beef have the same prices. Whenever they encountered surplus for the meat, they said that they just put it on the freezer to preserve it and avoid contamination. And so with the beef. And for the fish, they go to the other market and sell their fish. And if they're experiencing shortage, they went to other places and buy products, just buy the product just to sell fishes in our market.
So we concluded that there are factors that can affect the prices of the goods. One factor is the weather. It can affect the goods, especially the fish, since it involves the water. The fishermen will have a hard time to reach their desired number of fishes. Another factor is the delivery process. If it's late, they will experience shortage, so they will increase the prices of the goods. When they experience surplus, they will find ways like making the extra meat into chorizos and such. That's all.